against SIR. The letter, titled Assault on National Constitutional Authorities, accuses opposition leaders of levelling venomous rhetoric against key institutions and using provocative but unsubstantiated accusations to further political narratives. It states that after attacking the armed forces, the judiciary, parliament and constitutional authorities, the opposition has now targeted the EC with systematic and conspiratorial attacks. The letter describes the opposition's behavior as impotent rage, deep anger, born of repeated electoral failures and frustrations.
पिछले कुछ समय से ये देखा गया है कि भारत के निर्वाचन आयोग के ऊपर नेता प्रतिपक्ष बेबुनियाद हमले किए जा रहे हैं। उनका विरोध SIR के विपरीत है कि SIR नहीं होने चाहिए। इस प्रक्रिया का विरोध कोई सिरफिरा ही कर सकता है, क्योंकि जो भाषा बोली जा रही है कि हम एटम बम फोड़ देंगे, हम हाइड्रोजन बम फोड़ देंगे, ये भाषा भी बमों वाली भाषा आतंकी ही बोलते हैं। और फिर सरेआम धमकी देना कि तीनों चुनाव आयुक्तों का नाम लेकर कि हम तुम्हें देख लेंगे, रिटायरमेंट के बाद जनता को कहना है कि इनके नाम याद रख लो और ये रिटायर तो होंगे ही, इनको दुरुस्त करना है। ये भाषा जो है सभ्य लोगों की भाषा नहीं है।
हमारा पत्र लिखने का अभिप्राय केवल एक है कि हमारी जुडिशरी, हमारी फौज, हमारा इलेक्शन कमीशन, इसके ऊपर हमें 100% नहीं 200% विश्वास है, और जो उसके ऊपर प्रश्न चिन्ह उठाते हैं मुझे घोर आपत्ति है।
The letter says that the leader of opposition has repeatedly attacked EC. It goes on to list what it calls unbelievably uncouth rhetoric against nodal electoral body. The letter alleges Rahul has made vile, unsubstantiated claims against Election Commission. 1. He has declared he has proof EC is involved in vote theft. 2nd, he claims he has atom bomb. When it explodes, EC would have no place to hide. 3. Alleged EC is indulging in treason. 4th, Rahul has threatened present and former election commissioners. 5th, he has not filed any formal complaint against EC. 6th, Rahul hasn't given any sworn affidavit.
अब 140 करोड़ से ज्यादा देश के आबादी में 272 ये कौन से प्रतिष्ठित लोग हैं, मुझे तो नहीं पता कितने प्रतिष्ठित हैं, लेकिन हाँ ये पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट बीजेपी के एम्प्लॉयमेंट एक्सचेंज में आवेदन करता जरूर लग रहे हैं। आपने काफी सारे इन लोगों का नाम लिया जो पदों पर रह चुके हैं, इनमें से एक व्यक्ति भी पूर्व चुनाव आयुक्त नहीं है, एक व्यक्ति ऐसा नहीं जिसने चुनाव आयोग में कभी काम किया हो। तो ये सब अपने कार्यक्षेत्र के बाहर की बातें कर रहे हैं। तमाम पुलिस के अधिकारी हैं, वो बढ़ते हुए क्राइम रेट पर दिल्ली में जो हो रहा है उस पर बात करें। कुछ रॉ के मैंने सुना प्रमुख है इसमें, वो बात करें कि कैसे एक के बाद एक इंटेलिजेंस फेलियर हो रहा है, ना आपको पहलगाम के बारे में पता चलता है, ना आपको दिल्ली बम ब्लास्ट के बारे में पता चलता है, आप लगातार पिछड़ रहे हैं। उसके बाद इसमें से आपने बताया कि कुछ उच्चायुक्त रह चुके लोग हैं। अरे भाई, फॉरेन पॉलिसी कैसे फेल होती जा रही है उस पर चर्चा नहीं है, इधर उधर की बातें। देखिए ऐसा है, इनमें से कितने लोगों की आज हिम्मत है ये स्वीकारने की या उस पर सवाल पूछने की कि इतने फर्जी पते, इतने फर्जी आईडी, एक एक छोटे छोटे घरों में सैकड़ों लोग कैसे रजिस्टर हो रहे हैं।
Okay, on this issue, I am joined by Sujata Paul, spokesperson Congress Party, Gopal Krishna Agrawal, spokesperson Bharatiya Janata Party, Suresh Kochitil, political analyst, and subsequently I'll be joined by Nikhil Jain, political analyst. Now, let me straight away go to Mr. Gopal Krishna Agrawal. Sir, Supriya Srinath says it's post-retirement employment exchange. Your comments?
We have to understand that what Congress is doing is systematically trying to destroy our institutions. In the letter, they have clearly mentioned that it is not only Election Commission and SIR now. It had been the process in which Rahul Gandhi has been indulging to undermine democratic institution, whether it is Parliament, whether it is our judiciary, or whether it is other institutions. And this also is a situation whenever he loses the election. So clear-cut, the intention is to keep his own party intact from the accountability on its failure, Rahul Gandhi's failure. This is the clear intention, and in that, to fulfill his political narratives or political rhetoric. He is using our democratic institutions. So these are very serious issues, and it had been so. Ultimately, the process is very clear. What he aims, that the Congress aims that the electoral rolls have certain lacunas, or there are certain gaps in the electoral rolls. So how it will be corrected? So it's counterproductive by their own admissions. SIR is the process through which electoral rolls will be made more efficient. So the issue is, there is no intention of anything whether about the electoral rolls. It is simply its political ambitions and political agenda that he want to fulfill from this.
Okay. Sujata, your opening comments, and my question is Rahul exposing the murk or ending up delegitimizing instruments responsible for peaceful transfer of power?
First of all, these 272 people are only 0.00001% of the 140 crore population of this nation. And clearly, some gentleman was talking about Rahul Gandhi and saying, ये सिरफिरे लोग हैं. सिरफिरे तो वो हैं, उनको यही नहीं पता कि वो मतलब उनकी परसेंटेज कितनी है 140 करोड़ के लोगों के बीच में. And who are these people? These are the kind of people who have been shut up probably because of some act of theirs, and that is why they are being told to parrot the lines of the ruling dispensation to shut the country up, which does not happen in a democracy. One, of course, there must be these judges who want to become Mr. Ranjan Gogoi. There must be these bureaucrats who want to become Hardeep Puri ji or Ashwini Vaishnav ji or Jay Shankar ji. Then there are these military officers who you have on your list, and IPS officers, 272. Yeah. And these guys must be wanting to become the governors also. So, of course, those positions are not vacant at the moment, but their applications will be seen by the government of India when time comes.
But however, but Sujata ji, ek cheez to main bolna, one thing I have to say, because you raised a point, being a moderator, MS Gill was also an election commissioner, and he went on to become the sports minister, ma'am.
So what?
And a retired army general went on to become the governor of Arunachal Pradesh. A retired IB director went on to become the governor went on to become the governor of Andhra Pradesh. So I don't think I think it's common between political parties to employ retired bureaucrats. I mean to say it's.
Kartike, I don't think you understood what I said. I said they must have given their applications in for these posts. No, you're giving a justification. I'm not questioning them on applying for these posts. But what I'm saying is that there are no vacancies probably, and they have to work really hard. The point here is that when we are in a democracy and there are constitutional institutions, please remember that to safeguard our constitutional, institutions, we will have to make sure that we question every wrong that is happening, because what the BJP probably wants, they do not understand that this needs to be defended democratically, not modically. And by modically I mean the word Modi Kali. So Modi Kali to nahi hone wala, ye संवैधानिक तरीके से होगा, संवैधानिक सत्ताओं को बचाने के लिए we will have to ask questions.
Okay. Suresh and Nikhil, please just bear with me. This is something which I cannot ignore. A short commercial break, and I'll come back to you, Suresh. First to you.
खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया।
25 लाख का हॉस्पिटल बिल है, इतने पैसे कहाँ से आएंगे?
पैसों की चिंता आप मत कीजिए पापा।
मैम, सर का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस क्लेम अप्रूव हो गया है।
आप
पॉलिसी बाजार
हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस क्लेम में हमेशा आपके साथ पॉलिसी बाजार। 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 550 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
ओह नो, बहुत बोर लग रहा है।
take it, date not bites.
नो एडेड शुगर, प्रिजर्वेटिव के बिना डेट्स, बादाम, पिस्ता, काजू और शहद से तैयार किया गया लायन डेट्स नट बाइट्स।
Lion date not bites.
Okay, let me straight away go to Suresh Kochitil. Sir, what is the real issue? Is it because of the elections? Is it because of SIR not resonating in the state? Why is this fight stemming so much on institutions that are supposed to play a very important role in democratic cycle of the country?
Well, one thing is very clear, Karthik. What happens when you have a problem? You file a case in the court, or you file an oath under affidavit and give it to the concerned judicial or constitutional authority. You are willing to do neither of this. You make an allegation. Tomorrow I will make an allegation on Rahul Gandhi, or anybody does. And what happens to that allegation? Does it get proved in the court? No, it doesn't. You have to first go to the court. This is what happened. Let me remind you what happened in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court never said that the 64 lakh people removed were illegal. They clearly went through a process of said BLOs need to put it up in their respective booths. It was done. They said objections can be filed till the nominations are filed. It was done. Nothing was done except for 1,250 people. And most of those applications were filed by CPI-ML. In fact, the court clearly asked, the judges asked, why is it that Congress is not filing a single objection? Because those people don't exist. Anyway, we're not getting into the SAR debate. But let me just remind you of an oath that Rahul Gandhi has taken, just like any other MP, when he assumed office in the Lok Sabha. He said, I will preserve, protect and defend the Constitution of India as by law established. When you tarnish a constitutional institution, and I'm surprised that no judicial kind of person or anybody has spoken about this. I have spoken to a few lawyers and they said, yes, this is a fit case for filing a case against the violation of oath. Because you're making an allegation, you're not backing it up. If you're making an allegation, look at the attacks on the Chief Electoral Commissioner. His family has been dragged into it. You see the official handles of Congress tweeting him in chains, making him sit on a donkey. The INC Kerala handle is the most abusive handle. And they have kind of put pathetic stuff on that. And I'm surprised that the Election Commission itself is not saying they should have filed a case. I mean, if I'm wrong, if I feel something has been done wrong to me, go to the court. The problem is when Prashant Bhushan filed 6 fake affidavits in the court the last day of the hearing, the Supreme Court tore him apart and said, you have filed fake affidavits of 6 people who don't even exist. That shows the credibility there. See, look at Tejasvi Yadav's tweet after losing the Bihar election. He didn't take a word about SIR or anything. He calmly accepted the fact that we lost the election.
Okay.
He said, we have lost it. We will come back. We will look at where we went wrong and we will correct ourselves.
Okay.
Prashant Kishore said the same thing. Why is it that Congress only has a problem? When their alliance partner, RJD, does not have any issue at all.
Okay.
This is the problem.
Fair point. Nikhil?
It's a good mean that 222 have chosen to slay and competition already. To kill glass of another shining and shining.
Nikhil, I think there's a bit of a problem with your audio. We need to get that fixed. You know, there's a bandwidth problem. So Sujata, you know, why is Rahul Gandhi having this problem? As Suresh was saying, other people who lost elections did not blame EC. Prashant did not blame EC. He said, I take the blame. Even Tejasvi didn't.
Are you trying to say that if there is something wrong, that there should be no question? And clearly, there is a very good point that he made. That why is the EC not taking action? I'll tell you why. That is why these 272 people have been brought in. Because the EC knows that if an investigation happens, then they've had it. If the truth comes out, they've had it. And the fact of the matter remains that in a criminal case also, it is always state versus. So why can't they take suo motu action on this? And why can't they carry out an investigation? I want to understand why is it that the video evidence has been destroyed? Why did the ECI amend Rule 93(2) of the conduct of election rules?
But why don't you go to the court?
to restrict the election records from coming out.
But why don't you go to the court?
Why are you not giving what we are asking for? You explain that to me, no? And why is it that when Rahul Gandhi raises questions and the same questions are being raised by Goli Maro Thakur, why is it that he is not asked to file an affidavit?
You're not answering my question. I'm saying that why don't you go to the Supreme Court of India? There are a lot of issues you go to the you pick up and go to the Supreme Court of India. You're saying that the evidence in the strong rooms were destroyed. You should take that matter to the Supreme Court of India, ma'am.
I think you forgot it. In a criminal case, when you file a case also, a complaint is filed with the police, right? Now, if the police is not going to register any case, you will have to go for a complaint case.
Are you saying that the police is not registering the case?
Let me explain.
You just said it. The police will not file the case. Are you saying that the police is not registering a case?
Listen, what am I saying? I'm talking about the procedure. What I'm saying is that if, supposing it is all out in the open, right? Rahul Gandhi has brought all the details.
That is your statement, ma'am. Out in the open.
Register a case.
That's your claim.
Register a case. Should the Home Ministry not step in? Should the Prime Minister not step in? Because if you remember how the constitution of the
how can
selection
Prime Minister
committee
step in into the domain of ECI, ma'am?
Listen, the selection committee
this is completely
under attack.
All statement one after another justifying their
Gopal.
agenda.
Okay, let Gopal speak. Let Gopal speak. Gopal.
Karthikeya, we have to understand what is the objective of Congress that they are trying to achieve with all this. It is very sure everybody says that this is undermining Indian democracy, which is an established democracy across the world. The world acknowledges Indian democracy. And the second issue is that when they are winning the elections, they are not saying anything. Whenever they are about losing an elections, the Congress starts this rhetoric, and this is not first time. They were earlier talking about EVM, then the Supreme Court, then Parliament, judiciary, everything they are only saying, and now they are saying that who are this 272%? People of the Bihar have completely rejected Congress SIR Yatra. Vote Chori Yatra has been rejected politically, electorally, and people have given complete mandate against them. Then what they want to just identify that these 272 people have said against. Everybody is saying, even their own allies are saying. So the only purpose Congress is doing this is to save the accountability of their leader from continuous defeat, one election after another, complete dissociation of their leadership from the ground realities, from the agenda of the people. And they are going to such an extent where it is not this only. Rahul Gandhi goes to international platform and says the economy is dead. The democracy is completely hijacked in India. So what he is doing, even about the army, our armed forces also, they have been questioning.
Like you interrupted me.
They don't believe Operation Hindu.
Sujata, you get the maximum time. You get the maximum time, Sujata. If you look at the debates on which you have come on my show, you get the maximum time, Sujata. You know it. You get the maximum time, Sujata. You get the maximum time. You get the maximum time.
What the Congress says.
No. You get the maximum time, Sujata. Don't say. You get the maximum time. No. Let Gopal complete. You get the maximum time. I was just correcting you. You get the maximum time, Sujata. No. Sujata, let Gopal complete. Then I'll come to you. There is enough time.
Out of 140 crore population of the country, only one person says is correct. What Rahul Gandhi says is the only thing that the authority, they will not believe the constitutional institution, they will not believe the constitutional process, they will undermine Indian democracy, and this is destroying this for their political agenda.
Okay, Nikhil, I hope we have got your audio right this time.
Sorry for that. So, Karthikeya, I was just saying, I think that it's laughable that these gentlemen are, slinging mud at one constitutional authority to protect the shining, glimmering glass house of another. The leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha is indeed a constitutional authority himself. His chair is an authority. Rahul Gandhi may not be.
Don't think that is a constitutional position, Nikhil. I don't think that's a constitutional position. I think I don't think it's a constitutional position.
It is. After the debate, I'll send you the relevant provisions, but it is a constitutional body, but that's besides the point. The point here is, Karthikeya, that I would have really loved for the retired judges and bureaucrats and, these policemen to talk about the fact that the Election Commission of India right now is facing a credibility crisis. And this is not just Mr. Rahul Gandhi is doing or Rahul Gandhi is saying, it is survey after survey. Because scathing allegations are being made by the leader of opposition, by the Congress party, by Akhilesh Yadav, Tejasvi Yadav, Prashant Kishore, every single opposition party in this country, Aam Aadmi Party, Sanjay Singh, all of them have leveled scathing allegations against the Election Commission. Rahul Gandhi has presented a formal complaint being filed as concerned. That's an absolute lie. The first press conference that happened by Rahul Gandhi on this issue of vote chori on the 7th of August, the very next day the candidate concerned, Mansoor Ali Khan, did file a formal written complaint with the Chief Electoral Officer of Karnataka. Everything was submitted in a written format, but the Election Commission has chosen not to reply. Let's not forget that Akhilesh Yadav gave the thousands of, showed to the media the thousands of affidavits that his party has given, but the Election Commission has not responded. Now, time and again, a point is made that nobody goes to court. Again, that is a lie. After the Haryana elections, many candidates from the Congress party, Haryana Assembly elections in 2024, they approached the court and they sought CCTV footages. And you know what happened? The Punjab and Haryana High Court gave a direction directing the Election Commission of India to release the footages. But then in December 2024, the Election Commission of India, along with the Government of India, retrospectively amended the rules and said, no, nothing doing, we can't give the CCTV footage. Then in May 2025, they come out with a rule that says that we are going to delete every CCTV footage within 45 days. Now, 45 days is the statutory period to file an election petition. What do you expect? That a court on the first day of filing is going to give an order to the Election Commission directing the release of footage? No, the court will take its time, a week, 2 weeks, a month. And by the time the court is going to give that direction, the Election Commission of India is going to come and say, oh, we don't have any footage, we have already deleted it. What is happening in this country? It's an absolute joke. Somebody's photo is used to create 200 voter IDs and the ruling party comes up with the argument, oh, this is not a Brazilian model, this is an Indian model. Do hell with it. I don't care if it's a Brazilian model or an Indian model. The same photo is used for 200 different people. Thousands of fake voters across every constituency. And last thing, Gopal Nayan from the BJP says that Tejasvi Yadav and Prashant Kishore have not faced any issues. That is absolutely false. They have before the elections, before the results, as well as after the
Very
results.
quickly, I need to take a closing comment from Suresh. Okay, Suresh.
I'm surprised. I challenge Congress. All the candidates who lost elections in Bihar, let them file a petition in the next 1 week in the Patna High Court. Next 1 week. We'll challenge it. I challenge you, not a single one will do. Haryana you spoke about? 12 of those petitions got thrown out by the court.
Excuse me, who is he?
Listen to me. Either you give
Who
me
is he to challenge? Is he from the BJP? No, who is he? Who are you to challenge anything?
Sujata, when Nikhil spoke, Gopal didn't say a word.
I didn't say anything.
Nikhil spoke, when Nikhil spoke, Sujata, when Nikhil spoke, Gopal didn't say a word.
You will not question anybody.
No. Okay, let him complete. No. No, it's okay. Suresh, continue.
So you put a fader to her voice. That's it. The point is very simple.
Who are you to say this?
Please,
Sujata,
please file a petition.
Let us speak.
You have been
Let us speak.
Okay. You make your opinion. Suresh will speak. Suresh.
See, my point is very simple. When I asked why is she getting worked up, ask all those candidates of Congress who lost election, -6 of the 65 of contested, to file a petition in the Patna High Court saying that there were irregularities.
Okay, Suresh,
file it.
Okay,
we will take a time.
I'm really sorry, Suresh. I am cutting you short now because it's 57. I really need to hand the baton. Thank you all of you for joining me on this show. Really a heated discussion this time. So this is all I had on point today. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you and good night.
$25 लाख का हॉस्पिटल बिल है, इतने पैसे कहाँ से आएंगे?
पैसों की चिंता आप मत कीजिए पापा।
मैम, सर का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस क्लेम अप्रूव हो गया है।
आप
पॉलिसी बाजार।
हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस क्लेम में हमेशा आपके साथ पॉलिसी बाजार। 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 550 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
मेरी बेटी के अभी से बाल झड़ रहे हैं, मैं क्या करूं?
2 स्पून ही काफी है। लायन डेट सिरप, इसमें आयरन, फाइबर्स, विटामिन और किसी भी बीमारी से लड़ने की ताकत बहुत ज्यादा है। आयरन यानी बाल झड़ने से रोकथाम। रोजाना 2 स्पून लायन डेट सिरप हल्के गर्म दूध में भी मिलाकर पी सकते हैं।
लायन डेट सिरप
रोजाना 2 स्पून।
यही मौका है बिजनेस को बढ़ाने का, पर पैसा।
अपनी सुपर पावर यूज करने का टाइम आ गया है।
आप टेंशन मत लीजिए, IIFL फाइनेंस से झटपट गोल्ड लोन लीजिए और बिजनेस आगे बढ़ाइए।
आपके जैसे सुपर हीरोज ऐसी छोटी मोटी प्रॉब्लम से थोड़ी ना रुकते हैं, इसीलिए लाइफ जब भी आगे बढ़ने का मौका दे तो अपनी सुपर पावर, अपना गोल्ड यूज करिए और IIFL फाइनेंस से गोल्ड लोन लीजिए।
IIFL फाइनेंस करता है सीधी बात।
Light, camera and action. Kick back, relax, grab your favorite snack because News9 is here with your weekend dose of entertainment. It's time to take a deeper dive into the buzzworthy happenings of the entertainment world. From celebrity gossips to exclusive conversations, from nostalgic moments to News9's pick of the week. Don't worry, we've got you covered here. And I hope you've grabbed your popcorn by now because News9's page 3 is here to serve you everything that we call